is, and we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real relevant and relatable content on today. It is the Kim Jacobs Show, where we are bringing balance to the world, one household at a time, and we're bringing it to your house today with none other than the world famous curvy model, Tammy D. Taylor. How are you, Tammy?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. I just love the intro. Thank you so much.
You know, I already love talking to you. I enjoyed our time backstage, and y'all are in for a tremendous treat. Take a moment and go ahead and just tag your friends and invite people to be a part of this conversation, because we are going on a roller coaster ride today, y'all, literally. Ooh. So buckle your seatbelts, because you are in for a whole thing. That's what I'll say. Is that fair? So if y'all are ready for this, make sure you put it in the comments section. This is what I came for, Kim. This is what I'm here for. I'm ready. Bring it, okay? And I am going to make sure that I share it with different people too, because I've been, just making sure that I don't deprive people of the opportunity to learn from greatness. When somebody is coming on and they're taking their time to be able to impart wisdom to us, I want people to get better. And I believe that a lot of times the guests that come on the Kim Jacobs Show are able to provide you with that missing piece of the puzzle that literally might be missing in your life. And just by you hearing their story, their journey, you're able to become a better version of yourself. Do you think that, Tammy?
Oh, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. It's always, and it's every day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself.
Yes.
Every day, every moment, actually.
Well, we on the same page. We are on the same page. I tagged a few people too, just to make sure people know that we are on here and we're getting ready to just enjoy ourselves and have a great experience. So y'all, I can't tag everybody and host the show at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started, and y'all put your comments. We'd love to put them up. If you have questions, put those as well, and we'll be able to acknowledge them throughout today's broadcast. Listen, Tammy D. Taylor, she is a powerhouse of purpose, passion, and transformation. She is an award-winning actress, speaker, model, author, media personality, and entrepreneur. Tammy brings her bold authenticity and the unwavering faith to every platform that she touches. She's known for empowering presence and unapologetic voice. Wait till y'all see some of the girl. Okay. She is the visionary behind Tammy's Queendom Conversations, The Curve Effect with Tammy T podcast, and soon to air EGO TV original series, Made Over Inside Out with Tammy T, a life-changing makeover show blending emotional healing with powerful storytelling. Yes, Tammy's story is one of undeniable triumph. I'm not going to read all of her bio, because if I do, then it's going to take away from her backstory. So all I want you to know is that you better be tagging some people and inviting them to here, because behind the mic, in front of a camera, and even mentoring women through our nonprofit endeavor, The Weight We Carry. Ooh, it's a women's initiative, y'all. The Weight We Carry Women's Initiative Incorporated. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm going to say for right now, because I want y'all to welcome Tammy D. Taylor. Yes, 2024 North Carolina Dopest Female Model of the Year, recipient of multiple advocacy and modeling awards, proud champion for the curvy, confident body. That's me over here. I'm curvy. That's why I love her so much. She's an author, blah, blah, blah. You name it. She's done it, been there, done that, got t-shirts, outfits, websites, all kind of stuff for her. Welcome, Tammy D. Taylor. We done. Welcome.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm tired just listening to everything I do.
You know what? It's important to say some of the things that you've done, because there's so much that embodies who you are. And even though I've shared a lot of those accolades, people get to see your awards, your titles, your platforms, and they're going to even see more of that even throughout today's broadcast. But I wanted to just talk, especially because you came by here with the Ugly Side of Purpose tour.
Hmm.
And because
Yes.
of that, I wanted to find out maybe what is one of the ugliest parts of your journey to purpose that's happened. Take us back.
Okay, so when I hear the ugly side of purpose, what I think about is what I went through to get to this point. And it was ugly. I survived domestic abuse. I survived it, literally survived it because I almost died. So I am the true survivor of domestic violence. But because of that, and I can honestly say it started there.
Okay.
Um, it kind of, when you get out of these relationships, you're physically safe,
Mm.
but you are still broken.
Mm.
And so I was still broken.
Interesting.
I wasn't being, physically abused, but
Right.
I was still broken. And so what that did was I still gravitated to those same type of toxic relationships
Interesting.
because I wasn't healed. I just pushed it back and tried to move forward. And so I continuously went to these relationships that were toxic, and these relationships became my identity because
Mm.
I never took the time to heal myself.
Right.
So I never took the time to be me. So my identity was tied to these men.
Mm.
So yeah, so I went from relationship to relationship to relationship. I never took the time for God to pour into me or have anybody pour into me because I literally felt like without a relationship, who was I?
Interesting.
Regardless of the relationship.
Okay.
Now and then because I was in such an abusive relationship, as long as in my head at that time, as long as he's not hitting me, then okay. So the
Mm.
bar is there. So the bar is set very, very low, you
Interesting.
know.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that is where the ugly side of purpose comes in because now, after 30 years, literally 30 years,
Right.
I and me being a model and everything, I'm still broken, not realizing it. I push so much stuff back
Mm.
and I'm still trying to realize now why I'm not lovable, why nobody loves me.
Wow. And that's 30 years later.
Yes.
So now, based on what I'm hearing you say, then that means that a person, depending upon who we are connected to, Tammy, really can
Hmm.
play a key part in determining almost sometimes the outcome of our destiny. So we have to be very careful who we attach ourselves to.
Exactly. Exactly. You have to be very careful who you attach yourself to.
Mm.
And what happened was I literally was just depleted. I was just done.
Mm.
And when I say depleted, I just felt like there was nothing else. And I really just I went to God and God was literally waiting for me. It was almost like he was like, finally.
He's like, finally, child, I welcome you. I beckon you. I summons you. Come to me. Believe
He
in
was
me. Trust in me.
right. And so, and I really felt like I had nothing else. And God, he, and I, it's almost like he took in my head when I talk about this, I just see me reaching to God grabbing my hand and pulling me in and hugging me. And he's still hugging me. He hasn't let me go.
He has not let you go. And I
You
can
know,
tell he smiled all over your life and letting the
he
glory of
has.
the Lord smile and shine through you. So was there ever a time, especially going through that process, that you felt like giving up on yourself, especially somebody else telling you what yourself was really all about?
Yes. I felt like giving up on myself. But something just wouldn't let me. But I did feel like it,
Mm.
and I know now what it was, the Holy
Right.
Spirit. But I just, then it was just like I got to the point where I was just so tired,
Mm.
and instead of me, some people take it to do harm to themselves, but I went to God, and I
That's
was
good.
like, I'm like, God, Lord, I I don't have anything else. And he
Right.
was like, and again, he in my, I'm talking about this and I picture in my head, and I'm like, God is like, girl, finally, what took you so long?
I've been telling you this all
All
along. You keep
along,
whispering
just
in your
whispering in
ear.
your ear, right? You keep going back. I keep telling you to do this and you keep doing that. And I'm just like, ah. So he finally took me in, and again, he grabbed my hand, he held me, he's hugged me, and me and him been running together ever since, hand in hand.
You and
So.
God, y'all been ace putting coon.
Oh yeah,
Congrats, guy.
that's my guy.
You know what? I'm serious because so many people are always talking about, just our ride or die friends and people that are ride or die family members. But when we have God with us on this journey, it changes everything because
It does.
I don't look at life. I just don't look at life. I don't believe like everybody else just looks at it, because I really feel like God is with me. And,
I do too.
and as a result of that, then I'm unstoppable. I got to do this. This is what God has commissioned me to do.
I do. I feel the same way. Like I really feel like just God is my guy. That's just like he's my friend, and he ride with me in the car. He be with me, and I'm somewhere and I'll be like, okay, Lord, I'm talking to the Lord like I'm talking to you. I'm like, all right, Lord, what we gonna do?
Me too. My mom's like, Kim, please don't answer yourself. I hear you talking out loud all the time. She said, whatever you do, don't turn to answering yourself. I'm like, I'm not even talking to me. I'm talking to me out loud to God.
All right.
So I'm not on the island by myself. You do the same thing?
No, you are not. We together on that. Right.
That's so good. Well, how did domestic violence, in your opinion, help reshape the value and the worth that you found out about yourself in that process? How did you survive knowing that I'm going forward and I know I'm better than this?
And that's the thing. I knew, I knew that back then when I left that relationship, I knew that I could not go back to that type of relationship. I just knew it. But and I know now it's because God had a purpose for me down the line 30 years later, but he had a purpose for me down the line. So I could not go back to that type of relationship. But again, because I didn't take the time then to go to God, and I didn't take the time to heal myself, I kept going to these same toxic type of relationships. And when something good came along, I looked at it as a setup.
Interesting. So what was good, you looked at it as like, it's got to be a trick. It's something to that. I'm just going to dismiss that. But you were a magnet for people that were similar to the abuse that you had already experienced.
Right. So when I finally got to where I knew my worth, and it took me a long time to get to that point. It took me, a lot of isolation. It was just me and God, a lot of isolation, and it was just me and him. And I began to see myself the way God saw me all along. I did. I began to see myself the way God sees me. And so that's when I started realizing what my purpose was. And that's when I started realizing why I went through what I went through, because this is what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Had I not gone through that, I would not have been able to do what I do now.
Good. That's good. So your takeaway was that even though you went through this traumatic experience, you had to go through some of the things you went through to get to where you are today, to value and love yourself. So when people are trying to rebuild and they've gone through some type of traumatic experiences similar to yours, how do people rebuild at the same time that they are still kind of going through? Any thoughts on that?
It's hard because you really have to totally depend on God. You really do. Yeah. Because you really have to totally depend on God. You're going to lose people that you really thought would be there. You're going to lose people. But you have to realize what God has for you is better. And those people, not saying that they're bad people. That your time with them has expired.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to lose people, and you don't want to hold, you just, the only way I could say it is you have to truly trust what God has for you, and you have to be obedient. Yes, you want to do this, but God said do that. and you
Mhm.
don't know what's going on over there. It's like a door that you, and when you open the door, you still don't see. You just got to step out.
Right. You just still see darkness, but you're like, okay, I'm just gonna free
I'm like,
fall and
I'm
do
like,
what the
okay,
word says. Trust
yeah,
in the
so
Lord with
yeah,
all your
yeah,
heart, right?
right. I'm like, okay, God, you told me to do this. I don't know how to do it.
Mhm.
And he was like, don't worry about it. And as
Yeah.
soon as I mentally put myself there and my heart and everything there, I actually started meeting people
Mm,
who put me in positions and taught me what I needed to know.
that's good.
Literally. Like, I'm like, he, it's amazing. I am so amazed because there was a time when I was modeling. I used to be like, I'm a model. I walk, I don't talk.
Oh, I'm speaking of modeling. There's a person that's hiring some models and looking for some curvy models. So I'm gonna even reach out to them too. I'm connect because there you go.
Hey,
There go one right here for you,
hey,
right?
I'm right here.
What I love about what I'm hearing you say is that even though you open doors or doors were open for you, you were still nervous about walking
Hmm.
through those doors,
I
but you
was. Hmm.
still took the step to walk through it regardless. That's what I'm hearing you
Exactly.
say.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Because I was terrified.
Mm,
I was terrified. And, I always told myself I would never be speaking in front of people and on a mic and things like that. But that is the majority of the things that I do now, which is, it blows my mind. Like, I'm a speaker now. And I'm just
Now,
like,
do you
what?
have to create like a alter ego? Like I know people say Beyonce, for example, she has this alter ego, Sasha Fierce or something. So when she
Hmm.
goes on the stage, she's just like, doing all of this stuff. But when she's at home, she's nothing like that, is what I've, read about. So my
Yeah,
thing is, do you create some type of alter ego when you get into your mode, your
I
mojo?
do. I do. Her name is TT.
What is it?
TT.
Oh, y'all, somebody type TT. How you spell
Yes.
that?
T dot T dot
No fanciness. All it is T.
T
Somebody
T.
type T T. All
Yeah,
right. That
that
that's
is my,
that's your
yeah.
stage name. Describe TT to us.
TT is fearless. TT is absolutely fearless. And TT goes out there and she does whatever it is that she needs to do to get whatever she needs done. And and after that, when I get back home, I'm just like, whoo,
Hmm. Then when you
TT,
home, you just like what?
TT did that.
Now you're like, okay, girl, get your pajamas on and go on and
So
get
then
you
go
some
home.
hot
You're right. Put your hoodie. I am a hoodie and leggings girl, man. I was throwing a hoodie and some sneakers so
Oh my goodness, my goodness. So when
fast.
did you determine that you needed to start speaking publicly about your journey? Because right now we've talked about some of the traumatic things you've experienced, and
Hmm.
many times people keep that pushed under the carpet. They do not want that shared with anybody. But
Hmm.
in your case, it's become a part of your public platform. So when did you decide that you should be speaking about this?
There wasn't even a moment where I said, "Okay, this is what I'm gonna do." What happened was, God said that you are here because you are. Oh, Ron.
Ron Godfrey.
Hey,
Hey,
Ron.
Ron, I came through with one of your tour mates, Ron
Yeah.
Godfrey. Y'all, if y'all haven't checked out the episode, he was on the Kim Jacobs show
Yeah, I
recently
saw
too.
him. I watched it.
He did a great job. He's a great guest. So thank you,
Yeah,
Ron, for coming
he's a
on.
good guy.
Yes.
Yes.
And you can check
So,
him out on his debut on Beyond the Gates too. He was on Beyond the
yeah,
Gates
I saw
recently.
that too. I was like, okay.
Go ahead,
so,
TT. Let me stop interrupting you. Go ahead.
so it wasn't like a moment where I said, okay, I'm going to speak. The moment was when God said, you didn't go through this for nothing.
Right.
And there are women that need to hear your voice.
Mm,
And that's when I was like, what? Like, how am I supposed to? I don't know how to do this.
right.
And then he's like, give me your hand and don't worry about it. So,
Okay.
and so that's when I began to just meet different people. I
Mhm.
began to meet people just out of the blue, um, who put me in these different platforms.
Yes.
And then it got to the point where I did a speaking engagement and I was terrified. It was a brunch. It
Mm,
was called The Shell of a Woman Brunch, and it's produced by TLB Productions. And I told my story, and I was so scared. And the reason why I was so scared because I thought people would judge me.
mm,
I didn't know how people would react to my story. The first thing I thought people would be like, "Well, why you didn't leave earlier?" Things like that. But when I spoke, and I literally didn't know, I didn't hadn't prepared anything. I was
mhm,
like, Lord, just give me the words because I don't know what I'm gonna say. So I get up there and I tell my story. When I finished talking, I got a standing ovation.
mm,
People came up to me and they was like, I've gone through the same thing. I
mhm.
know where you coming from. Da da da. I got hugs, and I was like, okay, so this is what God meant when He said people needed to hear me.
That's
And
right.
after that, I was not. I was like, okay, so anytime that I get the opportunity to share this with someone, or share this with a group of women, or share this with a group of men, because
Mm,
men suffer from domestic abuse as well,
that's right.
and even if they hear my story, men who are abusers, if they hear my story, maybe they'll realize that they need to get help.
Mm,
So I mean, it was to the point where then I'm not scared to tell it.
that's good.
So and I was like, okay, so this is it. It was good. So the part about judgment went away. So then again, I continued to meet people. I met Lady J. I mean, it's just so many different wonderful people that God just placed in my path. As long as I was obedient, He was just putting people in my path to teach me because I didn't know anything about this.
Man, this is really enlightening because God just continued to open doors for you
Hmm.
because of your story, and then it was a life-changing experience for
It,
people. And actually, according to the domestic violence statistics with Puyallup, it's a whole study thing. Oh, an average of nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States, and that's more than 10 million women
mhm,
and men worldwide. So this is a for one year, it said for 1 year, this
it's a
equates to more than 10 million men and women, and that's in the United States, according to the statistic. That
yeah,
is a rack of folk behind closed doors, sometimes even
yes.
publicly, trying to use the different symbols to notify people because there
Hmm.
are signs too
There
that,
are signs.
and
There
I
are,
don't know what the signs are, but I've seen different videos that you should
and
look
it's
for.
yeah, it's an epidemic, and a lot of it again has to do with shame. Some women don't want people to know that this is what they're going through. They're embarrassed. Sometimes and especially men. A lot of men are not going to speak on it because they're embarrassed.
Right, right.
They're embarrassed. Men are is really the embarrassment part really is a lot with the men.
Yeah.
Now there's also when you have children involved, you know, you want to leave, but where are you going to go?
Right. It's so many factors, it seems.
Right. Yeah, a woman will risk her life to live in a dangerous situation so that their children can have a roof over their head.
Mm.
You know, it's the fear of being looked at as a failure.
Wow.
You know,
This
and
is
then
very
there.
enlightening. I haven't, I will get domestic violence, in my opinion, can be a lot of different things, not just physical. It can
Right.
be emotional. It can be
Hmm.
a lot of different, very financial, a lot of
Yes.
different types of
Exactly.
domestic violence. But
Exactly.
physical, I'm sure, is probably the most prevalent
Right.
one people talk.
It's well, and then you have those who are in positions of power. You know, I know two women who have had to escape domestic violence,
Mm,
and their abusers were pastors.
mm.
So you couldn't go to the church,
Of course not. If your abuser is your
So,
pastor, he's your
right,
husband and your
and your
pastor.
pastor. So, that's a situation as well.
Right.
And so you have to really, I mean, it's hard. It's a hard situation to get out of.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get out of the situation, the physically,
Mm,
everybody thinks, okay, so she left, so she's good, but she's not. Because then you have the PTSD from these relationships.
mm, mm,
Then
mm.
you have, you're still broken,
Mm.
and there's not a lot
It's
of
crazy.
resources out there for women to have this mental health professionals to guide you through what you need to do when you've gotten out of a relationship like that. And a
Wow.
lot of times women tend to go back, like I did, go back to the toxicity because that's all they know. It's their normal.
Hmm. That's really, I'm glad that you're taking the time to share it at this level, because many times people don't know what to do. So they don't even know who to turn to, because somebody might be the friend of the person that's abusing them. And then they may
Hmm.
come back and say, your girl told me, or he told me, whoever it
Right.
is that's being
Hmm.
the victim in that
Hmm.
situation. And now
Hmm.
it opens up a worse situation. And then obviously there are many instances as well where people lose their lives at the hands
Exactly.
of their abusers. And I don't
Right.
know that statistic, but I'm going to look it up as
Hmm.
well. I wonder how
Yeah.
many people actually die,
It's
based on
yeah.
being physically
Yeah.
abused.
Yeah. And we don't want to leave out the men because they are victims of domestic violence as well, and they are more silent than the women because again, it's the embarrassment of that,
Right.
and it's yeah, it's the embarrassment more so than anything because yeah, they're the man, and it's mental, spiritual breaks you mentally and it breaks you
Right.
spiritually,
Mm,
especially when you put so much into this person. You've invested so much of yourself into this
that's
person,
right.
and this person is supposed to love you.
Mm,
And you think this is the person that God has sent for you, and this is what happens.
mm.
So it's a lot of layers to that. Again,
Yes, it is.
once you leave, you still need to be rebuilt, and that's where the weight we carry comes in. Because I'm setting up uh, the process of setting up different connections.
Hmm.
I want to have a network of everything that a person may need
That's
to
good.
restore, and not necessarily just from domestic violence, but just in general.
Yes.
I want to be able to help build a woman from whatever level they are. Your past is not your future.
I
You are not
love
a
it.
yeah, you are not a reflection of what you've gone through. If anything, it makes you more powerful.
So how do you end up forgiving the person or the people that have done this? Because in your case, you went to multiple relationships that were
Hmm.
similar to the first abuser. How do you end
Hmm.
up forgiving the person, whether they ask for forgiveness or not, and ultimately forgiving yourself?
The hardest part was forgiving myself, actually. Because you're always taught to forgive. You know, somebody does this to you, you forgive them to let it go so you can move on.
Okay.
But forgiving yourself, when you're out of it and you think back of all the things that you tolerated,
Right.
um, and you're like, oh my God, you're like, how did I allow this to happen? That is also a situation where it could take you into a depression if you don't. It really could.
Yeah.
If I think back on all the things that I actually allowed to happen to me, when all I had to do was go to the Lord, and He more than likely would have pulled me out, but I didn't see it that way. you
Right.
know I'm just like, oh my gosh. And you have to forgive yourself, and then you have to see the reasoning. Now, the fact that I can sit here and say this to everybody, to the hundreds of thousands of people that are going to see this,
Mhm.
means that it was worth it.
Yes, it was worth it. So, people that are tuning in today, some are audio listeners on
Hmm.
different audio podcasts, as well as some
Hmm.
watching as well, and then on Roku and all of those different platforms. Thanks. Oh, let me give a special shout out. I saw the person where I was telling you backstage that our show is on Roku and Apple TV and all of those Android TV. Guess what? It's Dr. Tina J. Ramsey with CTR Media Network. Y'all make sure you show her some
Hello,
love. And
hello, hello.
she, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, meaning she, Tammy D. Taylor, is the host of a show, Queendom in Queendom TV. So we're going to be talking more about that as her Queendom podcast. You definitely want to connect. I'll connect y'all too. I'll connect because you would love being with CTR Media Network, girl. Take you big places, okay? All right. And Ron Godfrey said for him, his alter ego is I'm RR. RR.
Okay, R.
We don't even know what that means, but you can elaborate if you like. RR.
R. Okay, guy.
Oh, and also we have here visiting us today, Sandy Sanders. She has conversations with Sandy Sanders. She has all of these authors that come on her platform, a phenomenal show. So you
Okay.
definitely would be a great guest over there as well. I'll connect you, Sandy and
Okay.
Tammy.
Hi, Sandy.
Sandy, and I'm also going to connect you. I have to make notes because if not, I'll
Oh,
forget. Okay,
oh,
here we go.
yeah. Me and you both.
All right. I see all of you. Keep your comments coming. We appreciate it. So, advice that you would give to a person that's stuck. They are like, I cannot see light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how I'm going to
Hmm.
get out of this. I know I
Hmm.
need to get out of it. What can you tell them just so they have some hope, a ray of hope today?
I am your light at the end of the tunnel. I've been there. I've
Mm.
been through it, and I am the light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh my God.
All I know is I didn't have anywhere else to go. I couldn't look ahead, so I looked up to
Mm.
the Lord. I couldn't see what was in front of me, so I looked up.
Interesting. So you, if people can get to you, some of these women that's going through, or men, like you said, women or men that are
Hmm.
going through some previous domestic violence or even current domestic violence, if they can somehow reach out to you, you'll guide them in the right direction for the proper resources.
I will. I most certainly will. I
Okay.
most certainly will. And even if you don't reach out to me, look at what I've done with what I went through.
Very good.
There
Okay.
is an ugly, there is an ugly side of purpose, but it's always worth it as long as you're using your purpose to glorify God. God is going to
Mm,
always put a tool in front of you, and I'm a tool. I am a vessel. I am one of God's tools. If you'd only look at me for inspiration and see, well, then she went through what I'm going through now, and look how look at her now.
mm, mm,
And I'm gonna tell you how I got here. I went to God.
mm,
If you can't come to me, go to the Lord, and the Lord will guide you. He will help you.
mm.
But it took me 30 years to do it, and I don't want another woman to have to wait 30 years, man.
Mm.
Like
That
it took me 30 years to realize all I needed to do was reach out to the Lord. And again, everything happens for a reason. But I can remember several instances where I know that He was trying to get me,
mm.
and I just didn't see it.
And
But
you
when I
didn't see
think,
it. Now looking back on it, hindsight,
yeah,
you're like, oh my gosh, the same thing he's saying
yeah,
to me now is what he was saying to
He
me
was saying
10
to do
years.
then.
And
Hmm.
now 30 years went by and I'm finally taking heed to the
Hmm.
advice. Okay.
Yeah.
So good,
Hmm.
good. How do people stay just connected to you that are from this point right now so they can hear the people that are on the audio listening piece?
Okay. You can keep connected. You can stay connected with me at on Facebook at Tammy D Taylor. You can go to my website www.tammydtaylor. I'm sorry, www.tammydtaylor.com. I'm also on Instagram, Tammy D Taylor underscore the brand. You can email me at Tammy's Queendom LLC at gmail.com as well.
Okay. Tammy, I'll type that too. Tammy's Queendom. How do I spell that?
Tammy's TAMMYS
Okay.
Queendom, then LLC at Gmail.
LLC at gmail.com.
Hmm.
Okay. I want to make sure y'all know that.
Hmm.
And it's over in the comments section for those that are watching the
Hmm.
show,
Hmm.
but it's
Hmm.
also over in audio listening world as well. Tammy's Queendom LLC at gmail.com. Don't miss out on an opportunity. If somebody's willing to be transparent and share how they made it through, you're going to get a lot more than just hearing it on a show if you connect with her individually. So make sure you do that. We're going to also just transition because listen, there's some great things that's happening with this woman, and she is a powerful powerhouse is what she is. And so I would like for us to learn, you've been crowned ATL hottest full figure model 2 years in a row, or it might be more at this point. It's just some of my research. Is it 2 years
Three
in a row?
times. Three.
Three. Look at the old data. Come on, Kim, update, right? How do you actually maintain your confidence in an industry that often tells us that we're just not enough? I mean, that's
Whew.
a lot
It
to
is.
contend with. And I want to pull
Yeah.
some pictures up. Talk to us. See, look at this stuff, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a
Oh
minute.
Lord.
Wait a minute. Let me stop sharing for a second. And then I'm going to go back and reshare because I followed your page. You said you were seeing me doing all kind of stuff backstage. You're like, Kim, I see you. You're doing a lot. I was like, yes, I'm going to
Yeah.
follow you. I'm going to support.
And
Okay.
I appreciate it. I really
Yes, no,
appreciate it.
thank you for letting me into your world. I really appreciate it more than you know, because I was like, shoot, I used to do mannequin modeling, Tammy, right? I would be like this.
Oh wow. Really? What?
In a store window, right? And then when people would walk by, I would be like, I wait.
And then you blink.
And they were like, did you see that thing move? Yeah, I was like, whatever. It was just anything fun, silly stuff. But you know how to model too and act. I should have told Ron that I was what was I? I played in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? I played Mary, Sidney Poitier's mom on a stage play.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I was like, John, what happens to men when they get to a certain age? Do you bump your head? Anyway, I just be silly. Whatever. You got all kind of gifts and talents that we don't know of, right? All right, let's talk about
Oh my gosh.
this. I want to just look at this picture for a minute. Talk to us about you being the curve effect.
Okay, the curve effect is one of my podcasts. It's a podcast on March Media and on the March Media Network. And what I talk about is everything positive, curvy, being comfortable in your own skin, not necessarily on the outside, but on the inside as well. Mm-hmm. When I talk about things, it's not just for modeling. My tagline is from the runway to real life. So there's things that I like to talk about as far as the business set part of modeling, like branding, and how your brand also is something that affects you in your real life, like at work. Your reputation, it walks in the door before you do. When people hear your name, what do they think?
That's right.
That type of thing. So it's I like to bring things from the runway to real life. I like to feature our curvy sisters.
Look at that. I'm sorry. You can't tell you nothing.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make sure I stop because I don't want it to copyright strike on YouTube. That's why I talked over it. But you can't tell you nothing. Look at that.
Oh God.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. How do I mute this so I don't get no copyright strike? Look at this. You can't tell you nothing.
Oh, that's TT right there.
That's TT. Hey, TT. Good, TT.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. I love it. I just love it. I love it.
Oh,
I want to hear this. Wait a minute.
So, Miss Taylor, what brings you to ATL Hottest Awards tonight?
I have 6 nominations.
Go ahead. Nominations.
You better clock it. 6 nominations. Let's go over your nominations, girl.
Okay, I am nominated for Miss ATL's Hottest. I am nominated for ATL's Hottest Full Figure Curvy Model.
Come on.
Mature Model. ATL Hottest Rising Superstar.
Yeah.
My podcast, The Curve Effect, is also nominated for Best Online Talk Show. And I'm also nominated for... It's another one.
It's another one.
It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna come to you. So my next question for you is...
Okay, I ain't gonna listen to all the questions, but I just wanted to just show that there's so much to TT and to this curve effect and all of it. You have merchandise. You have so much going on. So I wanted to just hear your thoughts on you having this confidence and what's the difference between body confidence and maybe soul confidence.
Got you. Okay. The body confidence is basically a shell. My confidence comes from the inside. My confidence comes from the inside. My confidence before I would put on confidence like it was makeup.
Interesting.
I really wasn't confident. I would put it on like makeup, go out, do, what I had to do, and then come home and be very and not like what I saw in the mirror.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I could be in a room full of people telling me how beautiful I am and would come home and not like what I saw in the mirror.
Wow.
So my confidence comes from God, and it comes from the inside. It's my God's glow.
That picture right there said it all to me. I said, I have to put that one up.
Girl, you should have saw I was so scared on that horse. That's Pearl. I had never been on a horse before, and they put me on the biggest horse out there. I had never been on a horse before.
It did something for you, didn't it? To be able to conquer that fear.
Yes, it did. It did. But I was terrified. Oh my gosh.
What is it like to conquer something that you say has been a fear, something that's been holding you back, like putting on makeup and walking in the moment as if it's a real moment, but really not cherishing that moment properly because you're really not really
hmm
there for real.
right now in my life, I'm at a point now where I feel like I can do anything and I'm
Mm,
not afraid to fail.
yeah,
So if it doesn't work, it just means that that avenue was not for me,
that's
and I move on to the next thing.
we soul
Um,
sisters then, girl, because I feel
there,
the same way.
yeah. Now there was a time when I wouldn't do anything because do certain things because what if it didn't work out? And
Mhm.
then now I feel like a failure, and I would take it to heart. But now, if it doesn't work out, that just means okay. Well, uh, that wasn't for me. Let's go see what this is. So that's another part of your confidence.
Mm,
Um, knowing that you're gonna be okay whether this works
right.
out or not. That's true confidence.
Mm,
There's people, a lot of times confidence is quiet as well.
that's
A
right.
lot of times, the loudest person in the room is the least confident person in the room.
Mm, that's good.
You
So
know,
the loudest person may be the least confident. So that's why it's important for us to check on everyone,
exactly,
regardless
exactly,
of how
regardless.
loud or not, you know?
Right. But
Okay.
the fact that I'm okay if something I'm trying or working on doesn't work out, I'm okay with that. Does not working out. When I say that, I mean like a project or anything. I'm trying something new, a new project. I'm trying to
Mhm.
see what if I'm how I'll do in this industry or whatever. And if it's not for me, it's just not for me, and I'm okay with that. It
We said
doesn't
at the same
take
time, I'm okay with that, right?
yeah, it doesn't take away from who I am. It just means that that's not an avenue that God has for me because what God has for me is for me. He's going to give me everything I need to succeed, which He
And
has.
that's the point.
And that's the point. And I had to get over that. But I couldn't do it until, again, I put God in my heart and put God first and became obedient.
Mhm.
I could not do that. I lived in fear of failure. I lived in complete fear of failure. And
Complete fear. You knew you were living in that fear.
yeah, I knew I was living in that fear. I didn't know how to get out of it.
Hmm.
I
That's
was, I,
interesting.
kn- and yeah, but the modeling started out as a hobby and it became something I enjoyed doing, but still I was empty inside.
Mm.
So again, I would go get ready to go on the runway and I literally would put confidence on like I was putting on my lashes and go out there, do it, come home, and then shrivel up
Man.
and just
But
be
now
the
you go
empty
out and do
person.
it and you're more confident for real because it's a soul confidence. That's on the
And I
inside.
know that I know that I'm inspiring people when I do it.
Wow. Look,
Everything that I do for inspiration. Everything that I do, if you look at every platform I'm on, it all comes back around into empowering others. Everything
yes,
I
it
do.
does. And crowned in confidence, a journey of faith, healing, and freedom. Tammy is the author of this book. I want to talk about crowned in confidence, what it really means. I believe it's that soul confidence, but let's talk about it.
Yeah, crowned in confidence is it is your soul, your inner confidence. And the way this book is set up, it's like a memoir type of thing. Then
Yeah.
it prompts for journalism.
Mm,
So you journal. There's questions at the end of each chapter for you to look into yourself and answer these questions about yourself, to see that you know are you really where you are you really where God wants you to be, or are you still
mm,
holding back because of fear of failure?
that's good.
Are you being the person that you looked up to? Everybody has a person that they looked up to. Everybody has a person that they that inspired them, or that they go to for advice, or if they just look at it and like, okay, what's she doing today? Let me see if I can do that. I
That's right.
Are we being that person to someone else?
That's right. That's
You
right.
know.
So looking up to yourself, are you really keeping yourself inspired, your true authentic self inspired, and
hmm
that way you can be proud of who God created you to be. Crowned in confidence, a journey
hmm
of faith, healing, and freedom.
hmm
And it's pretty much her memoir, but lots of tips and strategies that will help you become more confident in your own journey. And so I want people to get a copy, signed autograph copy from you. Is that how they would get it, on your website?
Yes, you can go to my website, or you can message me on any one of my platforms, and I will be more than happy to send a signed autograph copy of my book. Absolutely. I would absolutely love to do that.
If you already know you're going to get a copy of this book, go ahead and put it in the comments. Make sure you can call in, because different people call in on the radio programs, whatever way. Just make sure that you go to tammydtaylor.com, get a copy of that autographed book, Crown and Confidence. And I'm going to put it back up here. It already has been doing extremely well on Amazon. So if you want to get it at Amazon, feel free. We thank Amazon for pushing it out as well. But definitely a signed autograph copy is right in her possession and can get that over to you customized.
I can. I most certainly can. Absolutely.
So I'm sure some people are going to be getting this book, and I want y'all to let us know that you're getting it so we can keep it flowing in the comment section. I got mine. I'm getting mine. Whatever is happening, make sure you put it in the comment section. I also wanted to share, I saw another picture over here. I just love this picture. What does the red dress picture, for those of you that are audio listeners that aren't seeing it, she's in a beautiful red dress, white hair that is gorgeous. Talk to us. What does that picture say for you?
This picture, I was actually at an awards ceremony, the ASHI Awards. I was nominated there for entrepreneurship, and that dress is so funny because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna put on. What am I gonna wear?
Don't we always feel like that? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I need to go buy something. I don't have what I'm looking for, and it's right in the closet.
It was right in the closet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this on. But this dress and this red, it signifies just the power that's in the power that we as women have.
Yes, Lord.
And a lot of times we don't realize how powerful we are.
That's right. And you look powerful and regal. You look like you're in Bridgerton. So I did that little app that shows you as it scans and it turns into the Bridgerton version of you. I was like, okay, I cannot be putting that out, because my Bridgerton version is like, okay, Pastor Kim, you really looking right. They'd be like, what is that? What the pastor working with?
Okay, Pastor. All right, Pastor.
That's funny. Let me stay focused, right?
Yeah, but we don't realize the power that we have, and we don't realize where our power comes from.
That's right. And part of your power, you talk about a lot of things on your YouTube channel, Queendom TV. Talk to us about what people can expect when they subscribe, which we're all doing today, subscribing to Queendom TV YouTube channel. What can people expect when they're over there, from the runway to real life? Talk to us.
Okay, so Queendom TV is new. It's very new. But what's going to be on this channel, because I am a certified empowerment life coach as well as certified Christian counselor, and I do open coaching sessions. For different things, and they're called Queendom sessions, and I just talk about certain things that more so. I'm on right now. I'm on confidence and self-esteem. Confidence and self-esteem are two different things.
Yeah.
So so I'm really getting into that, and I'm talking about that, and I'm giving little homework and little tips and things like that. Just mini coaching sessions. That's
it. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, listen, I gotta come back over here. I'm on a different screen, but let me pull this off for a minute. I want to make sure you all know that you should definitely go and subscribe to Queendom TV right on YouTube. Make sure you do that today and get your education on the difference between confidence and self-esteem and lots of other tips that's going to bring out the queen in you. So make sure that you do that. I do offer a training that teaches people how to start your own virtual show from scratch. So many people that are interested in starting different podcasts and audio, video, or network ready virtual shows, I can help you do that. I'm starting a training on March 25th. If you're looking at a replay and it's beyond that, then we'll talk about it. Okay. But right now we're starting a training because I definitely will be replaying this episode. But we're starting a training. I take 5 students for 6 weeks in the comfort of your home. You go through your own training with us together, along with your classmates, all on the screen, but you're in the comfort of your home. And it's a 6-week journey where we'll teach you from scratch how to start your own virtual show from scratch. At the end of it, we have a graduation and I share you with the community and we launch your show. So I don't know if you want to be a part of the training, feel free. And it's a whole process. So just reach out to me. Let me know that you heard about it on the Kim Jacobs Show. And you can call 704-962-7161. I think you should definitely, if you have a gift or a talent and you have a product or a service, with everything that's happening in the economy today, we need to have a one-stop shop for people to connect with your brand. So make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity to start your own show. Okay. I'm excited about Queendom TV. This is epic.
Thank you. Thank you.
People need this in this season. Because a lot of people are struggling with different things. So this is good. Okay, let me go to a few other things I saw. Talk to us. This is you interviewing someone?
Yes. So, oh wow. Tuesday was the debut of Tammy's Queendom Conversations, which is on Ego TV. And JQLM Radio. It's a radio show as well as a podcast. And that is the debut. I was interviewing the beautiful actress Nicole Gregory. And the beautiful actress Nicole Gregory. And so it's out now. Go to Ego TV. Oh gosh, what's the website? Ego.
If you go to TammyDTaylor.com, you're gonna find everything about Tammy.
You will find everything. Yeah, you'll find everything.
I can tell you that. Okay.
You'll find, and there will be a link to that as well on the website as well. But so it's gonna be every Tuesday. The podcast is 8 p.m. and the radio show is 3:30 p.m. on JQLM Radio. And I am so proud of that show. Shout out again to Ego TV and Lady J for that. Yes.
I'm so proud of everything you're doing. And all of these pictures, when I was being a sleuth on your page, finding every kind of picture known to mankind. I was just so impressed with everything. I love your logo, Tammy Queendom TV, and I'm excited about your book, Crowned in Confidence. And I think that it's a must read for everyone. So y'all make sure that you don't miss this opportunity to stay connected with Tammy. Let me also let you all know that on tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. What am I talking about? Later today, we're going to have the Charlotte pastor of Omega Fire Ministries. He is going to be with me in the studio to talk about Charlotte, USA outpouring that's happening in Charlotte, North Carolina, April 14th and 15th, right in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, this is a show that goes into 130 countries. So you may be like, what in the world? But, you may not even know what Charlotte is all about. But what I will tell you is that Apostle Solomon will be here in Charlotte on April 14th and 15th at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on both of those days. It is going to be a prophetic impartation, and you don't want to miss it. He is a world-renowned prophet, and him and his wife have been known and proven that the prophecies that they share do become a reality. So I want you all to tune in today at 4:30 p.m. and you're going to meet the representative in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, Pastor Ada Mary Okoli, and she's going to be talking about Prophet Suleiman, who will be in Charlotte, North Carolina for the Charlotte United States of America Outpouring 2026. A special announcement's happening, and she's one of our episode sponsors today. All right. What did we not cover today that you wanted to make sure you touched on? Because we talked about a lot.
We did. We talked about quite a bit. I do also want to tell everybody that I'm also the co-host of DL's Backstage Pass podcast. Shout out to the comedian, the DL Marshall.
Hey there,
DL Marshall. He's a really good guy. And this is on March Media Network, which is on YouTube, also on Patreon. And also, I am also the president of marketing and vice president of branding for the March Media Backstage Entertainment. So, um,
Okay. I want to know a
yes.
lot more about all of these things. So
Oh,
you can feel free
absolutely.
to talk about some of them more on the show, but definitely you can be telling me about them anyway, because I'm be asking a lot of questions. So anything you want us to know, even about your upcoming show, Made Over Inside Out with Tammy, and it's
Ah,
focusing on emotional healing. Why
yes.
is it important and stuff like that that you might want to share as well?
Yeah, Made Over Inside Out is also a Ego TV original. It is yeah, it's a makeover show, and it's a different type of makeover show because what we do is we start from the inside and work our way out. That's why it's Made Over Inside Out.
Okay.
Yeah, so you start from the inside. We do have a very talented, very intuitive mental health professional who we have women that come in when they have different they're suffering with or have gone through different traumatic instances in their life, and what it has done is damage their confidence.
Mm.
So we have them sit down with our mental health professional, and she does a quick session with them. She's amazing. She can pull out so much stuff in such a short period of time.
Right.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing how great she was.
Hmm.
And then they go over and they get their face made up, and then we put them on a brand new outfit. Then we do a complete makeover, and then you see the reveal and how they're from the time they walked in into how they ended, the change in their confidence. And they actually at the end, each one of the ladies chose to continue with their therapy.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
to continue that journey of building their confidence.
That
So
is
it is, and that is going to be released next week sometime. So and it's going to be on the Ego TV as well. And I am so excited. And again, I can't thank Ego TV and Lady J enough for that opportunity as well. But it is amazing. It is an amazing transformation. So again,
that's
everything. Again, like I said, everything that I do circles back around to empowering. Even with DL's Backstage Pass, we have a lot of fun on DL's Backstage Pass, but it always comes back to glorifying the Lord at the end of the day. We laugh, but yeah,
love
we laugh, but we love the Lord over there. So
that's a good thing. My cheeks are burning. I feel so proud of everything that you're doing, and I'm so excited for how God has allowed you to just blossom and become
thank
everything
you
He
so
really
much.
has for you. So I'm
God is
excited
so
about that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like I would have never imagined. I would have never, like in my wildest dreams. And the thing is, I know there's more to come. I don't know how I'm going to get there,
Right.
but I'm just trusting the Lord. Because again, I told you, He grabbed me and held me, and we just been running together ever since. So wherever He taking me, that's where I'm going.
He's like, girl, come on from out of the dark. I got you.
That's
Don't worry
you.
about it. I'm gonna open up not just some doors, I'm opening up the windows of heaven, and I'm gonna pour out blessings. It's gonna be a
Man.
lot for you to receive. So guess what? As a result of that, you're gonna have to share, because I'm not gonna let it all be just in your hand.
Yeah, right. It's got to be the Lord. Anybody that knows me from the beginning until now, they know it's the Lord.
Mm, mm, mm.
And I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
ashamed of it.
This is important. Now, this is the lady I told you, she has a modeling agency, Harriet Braxton Washington. I'm gonna connect you to her too.
Hi,
And
Harriet.
this woman here has won numerous awards in Atlanta, of curvy model awards, you name it, she is it. And so I'm going to connect you to. She says she definitely has to watch the replay. Okay, Lady J said, hey, she is awesome.
Hey, Lady J.
Lady J, that's
with
Lady J.
With her pretty self.
She is so beautiful. And then the Ugly Side of Purpose virtual tour. So you'll notice that Amy McCorkle came here on the Kim Jacobs show. Celicia J came on, and Ron Godfrey, and now Tammy D Taylor is on. So who are these other people? Y'all need to come through on the Kim Jacobs show. I ain't seen y'all. Y'all ain't on here yet. You had a good experience, didn't you?
Oh, this was amazing. This was amazing. I love it, man. I love your energy. I love it. Like I could sit down. You a Gemini too? Girl, we could.
First, baby.
June 10th, girl. We can sit down. I could sit and talk with you for hours. This is great.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you had a great time. Oh, she said, hey, so glad to be here. Yes, if you all don't know, Elon Elon Model Management, and I hope I'm not botching it up, but I know one thing, that Harriet is a force to be reckoned with, and you definitely want to connect with Harriet Braxton if you have not already connected with her on social media. She has different modeling opportunities available, and she can take you some places. So y'all make sure you connect with her. All right. Let's see. It was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Lord have mercy. It's so much. It's been so much.
It's a lot.
So much.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So when I read my bio, I get tired. I'm like, okay, I didn't know I was doing. I didn't realize I was doing so much.
Oh, your nonprofit. Yes, we have to talk about the weight we carry. We cannot. That was the whole title of the show. Talk to us about why you named the nonprofit The Weight We Carry, and what are some of the invisible weights that you believe women are carrying, at least right now in today's time. And then we're going to get ready to get off. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So it's funny how I came up with the name. Okay. I was talking to another young lady, and we were just talking, and we were talking about the women and what we go through. And then I was like, the weight we carry is way more. It's not just the physical weight. And she was like, the weight we carry, that need to be on a t-shirt. Ding, 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 ding. I was like, okay, so this is going to be something. So what I did was I made it an LLC just so that I could keep the name. Yeah. Didn't know what I was going to do with it. It was an LLC. It was an LLC for like a year before I even realized what I needed to do with the weight we carry. But I knew the weight we carry was an important name, and I needed to do something with it. And so what we did was, I wanted to, it came to me, and I know it was the Holy Spirit, that I needed to start a nonprofit because I needed to be able to, yes, inspire, but I needed to be able to physically help women as well.
That's right.
And so I said, okay, we're going to make The Weight We Carry a nonprofit. And that's how.
I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did.
And every purchase from my book, all the proceeds from my book goes to that nonprofit. None of that money goes in my pocket.
Listen, y'all, you can go right to TammyDTaylor.com. You're going to learn more about The Weight We Carry, the Women's Initiative. It's a 501c3, so your donation will be tax deductible. Make sure that you go right there and donate, and it'll say exactly how you can contribute to the resource to empower women by helping women thrive professionally, economically, and personally through a wide variety of initiatives and programs that encourage them to pursue their aspirations. As you can see, I've put the page up as well. This is a beautiful website, Tammy D. Taylor. I'm a big visual person, so that's why I put the website up. And I also she talked about the Ego TV projects, Made Over Inside Out with Tammy Taylor, the book, Crowned in Confidence, her podcast, The Queendom Conversations that she has, the Curve Effect collection. She has a clothing line.
I do have a
if you want to
line.
shop now, it's a way that you can just wait a minute, it's all kind of stuff coming up. But anyway, it's the Curve Effect clothing line, Bowl Street Ready gear, all kind of stuff.
I go from urban wear to formal wear, from women's sizes from a size small to a 4X. We also have a men's brand, which is DL's Dapper Wear, which is curated by my business partner, DL Marshall. And so we have the men's side as well, and very nice things. And we're going to
very nice.
Yeah, we're going to be showing in a couple of fashion shows this year as well. So I'm excited about that also.
Very nice. Okay, I think we covered everything that I could think to cover. You have been truly a blessing to my heart to be here today on the Kim Jacobs Show. Anybody else blessed by what you've heard? Please put it in the comment section, and make sure you all stay connected. Let me also offer you, because I do need to tell you that the only way the Kim Jacobs Show, and I don't know why when we do it like on talk shows, I want y'all to start pouring the funds in, because like if I used to have a show on PBS, right? And then I was on the Word Network. And so anyway, the point is, and then NBC, one of the local affiliates, they would send me out through a Coca-Cola sponsored project to do balance makeovers. So if there's ever an inside out opportunity for me to come in, assess the family, kind of like the super nanny situation. And I would do balance makeovers, and wrote a book called Extreme Balance Makeover.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Wow.
so we learning something about each other, right?
I need you on my show. Okay.
I'll come through for sure. It's
Girl,
all right.
okay. We're gonna make that happen. Okay.
So listen, y'all, the only way the Kim Jacobs Show is able to continue to bring balance and bring it to your household every weekday, Monday through Friday. I want you to know we need contributors, supporters, partners. So take a moment, if you will, and right here on the screen, and I know I have audio listeners, you can send any contribution to paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. Or you can Venmo, just Venmo at the Kim Jacobs Show. You can also become a Patreon member. That's exclusive content that we don't put on any other social media pages. And that's patreon.com/the Kim Jacobs Show. Or you can Zelle or Apple Cash to 704-962-7161. Use that number, 704-962-7161. I hope y'all will become a supporter, a donor, a partner of the Kim Jacobs Show. Please today. We greatly appreciate you. Any closing comments?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for always supporting me, my platforms, my brand. It means so much because, again, when I started this, I had no idea how I was going to do it. I just know God told me that I needed to do it. And the fact that I have so much support and so many amazing people supporting and pushing and teaching, pouring into me, it's my mind is blown. My God is amazing. Our God is amazing.
Yeah, you said my God, right? Expand that. Our God.
Our
right?
God.
You did. You corrected. You was like, I know she say our God. I know it. Let me go ahead and say it's her God too.
I'm a little territorial, but yeah,
right. I think Ron said he called God Big G. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's my God, man. I'm telling you, he be with me like that's my friend.
I really think this Ugly Side of Purpose tour is just is something that is really life changing for people, and is giving people a chance to see that everything's not pretty, everything's not just glossy and glamorous, but there is some ugly side of our purpose, but it's still who we are and who God created us to be in these particular seasons that we still have to go through.
Right, because there's more to come. Yeah, my story it's not over.
No.
You know? It's not over. I have another book out. I got another story to tell. So.
Now, people are going to say, well, is she single? What all of this stuff she talked about? What's up?
I am super single.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Let me put her over here. Go ahead, take a moment to have your moment.
Yeah, I am very single, super single. So single that, I should have an S on my chest. That's how single I am.
Oh my gosh! If I had a spotlight, I put. Okay, I may not have a spotlight, but what I will tell you is I have some sound effects here. Her heart is beating heavy. She is so single. Y'all, listen. I just want to thank you for being. I want to thank you for being here. Tell everybody one more time how they stay connected with you, Tammy.
You can, you could reach me on Facebook, Tammy D Taylor. You can go to my website, www.tammydtaylor.com. You can also Google. You can Google Tammy D Taylor. Yeah, I'm Google.
That's what I did.
I'm on Google too. Yeah, so
in a good way. In a
good way. Yes, I am.
Sometimes you Google somebody, you be like, oh Lord, get that Google off, please, for the love of God. Y'all, make sure you stay connected with my very special guest. And also, again, thank you, Lady J, for trusting the Kim Jacobs Show to allow the Ugly Side of Purpose tour recipients to be here with us on the Kim Jacobs Show. So y'all stay connected. I hope you enjoyed this episode and that it brought some better balance to your life today. I love each and every one of you. I definitely love you over there, my twin sister person. And I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together.
Me too. This was fun.
All right, everybody. Listen, make sure you come back again later today at 4:30. I have a very special announcement. The Charlotte, North Carolina, United States of America outpouring that's happening. And the local representative from Omega Fire Ministries, Pastor Mary, will be with us today talking about Prophet Suleiman. He's going to be coming here to bless the Charlotte area. So thank you for tuning into this episode. And we will again see you real soon. Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. right here, Eastern Standard Time. Love you, Tammy. Stay backstage. Okay. Love y'all. Love y'all, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference. And I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you and make it a great day.